rather, choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release.
The judge on time, and the judge says, yo, all right, bet. Let's get a hair sample right now. Because apparently, like, we got to do the Googles on that chat. Let's educate ourselves together. How long does fentanyl, how long can fentanyl be detected through hair sample? Huh. Testing hair for fentanyl. Here we go. Okay. Hair testing is useful in detecting past exposure to fentanyl. Yo, I watched a true crime thing where they actually found out that somebody who died was getting poisoned, and they figured out who poisoned them by the amount of time they were taking the drug and getting poisoned, right? So they were getting poisoned through their food, but they were able to narrow it down to who poisoned them. They dug up the body. This was like some new technology shit. It was actually the guy who did the autopsy for Michael Jackson. It's very famous, like, I don't think we call him a pathologist. He's a medical examiner. And he basically put these people onto game to say, yo, your hair follicles, like, if you take certain drugs, your hair follicles, as the drug is in your system, will detect certain things. So they dug up the person who died, and they could tell through the hair follicles that was obviously growing out, yo, if it's this long, it's a year. If it's this long, it's 2 years. They were able to match when that person started taking the drug that led to their death, and they figured out who was around the person at the time, and they realized the person who killed him was giving him food. So essentially, I guess in court today, or not today, yesterday, they tell Kodak, yo, Kodak, all right, the dude made a mistake, or probably made a mistake on the what do you call it again? Made a mistake on the sample. How about you give a hair sample? So it was a piece sample that he gave first. It's all right. They made a mistake with the pea sample. How about you just give a hair sample and we'll just check the hair sample? Kodak says no. He says, and I'm pretty sure his lawyer he probably told his lawyer, like, yo, I knew this shit was fake, but I'm a gremlin, okay? Right? Like, he probably told his lawyer. So his lawyer says, hey, judge, could instead he do that, we have another, we want to propose Kodak just going into, like, rehab therapy right now. And the judge was like, oh, okay, do 30 days, which is probably some outpatient stuff. He'll probably go for like 10 days, if that. Or probably go to sign a tenant sheet.
Cause a little confusion.
Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, which Black refused, rather, choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release. Black was initially arrested in July after state troopers pulled him over and found 31 oxycodone pills and nearly $75,000 in cash, in addition to Black driving with an expired license and tag.
It would be the best way to go forward is to allow him into a treatment facility, allow him to remain out on pretrial.
Let me give and by the way, I've gotten, I went back and forth a bit one time when Kodak was locked up with oh my God. Are we offline again, bro? Oh my God, bro. Like, I have a good stream. Like, can I have a fucking good stream once? Okay, I went back and forth with Bradford Cohen one time. That's when he was acting like Kodak's publicist. This is when Kodak was locked up. But let me tell you this. This is what I've realized, chat. Unfortunately, I'm at the point where I'm actually really, like, I never thought I'd even get here. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on lawyers. And I remember, like, while I was on the come up, I was like, I would hear other people talking about they're spending money on lawyers. I'm like, what the fuck are you spending? But honestly, the more successful you become a target. Eventually, just lawsuits or shit, even like legal criminal stuff happen that, you know what I mean? Like, shit, I get a lawyer for everything now. I mean, no matter what. Like, shit. Niggas say he saw me make a left turn. I'm like, I got a lawyer. It don't matter. Now, let me tell you the difference between, and this is why I realized the criminal justice system is so interesting. If you have a motivated lawyer and a dude who's getting paid like how Kodak takes care of this guy, bruh, there's nothing out the realm of possibility they can't get you out from. You have to realize this dude walked into court with Kodak. You can imagine the judge is sensing BS. Like, yo, bro, y'all gonna have the technician say he made a mistake? You say, yeah, you heard the technician. You said he made a mistake. The judge then says, okay, fine. I believe that, but just to, you know what? I'm gonna rule finally on this. I'll put it off, but I'll rule finally on this after we take a hair sample from him today. Let's see if he is actually sober or whatever. The judge wants to take a hair sample, and his lawyer weasels out of it and comes up with, "Hey, judge, let's not do a hair sample. It would be better if, he's had substance abuse problems in the past, all these type of stuff. Rather than do a hair sample, let's just put him in rehab." That's why a great lawyer just makes shit up. When you have a shitty lawyer, you sit down and do time. You have a great lawyer, he has a million fucking reasons why you shouldn't be in jail or you shouldn't be charged. And I gotta, no matter if I went back and forth to this guy, I gotta say the truth. Oh man, my internet. Oh boy, my fucking internet, man, is just pissing me off, dog. Chat, sorry, man. Like, I really don't know what it is. Y'all know it's be like random